We all want somebody like that, at least one person like that in our lives, right? The last person you had like that was your mama, right? We all want somebody like that. I don't see why these girls just don't get it, man. But girls like Amber Rose just don't get it. But like I said, they're not connected to God, and they're not connected to what do you call it, the virtues of life that will bring success, right? Because even I don't care how old you get, at some point your twerking just ain't the dust that settles on your twerking ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying, you ain't gonna be able to twerk, and then the competition that's coming off the line every day, a new 18-year-old every day. You at 30 gonna out twerk an 18-year-old? Please. You saying this because you trying to date these same 18, 20-year-old dudes. So you can compete because you got a little money, fame, status, and so you can compete a little bit with them, right? You can compete with these 18-year-olds because you can throw money at these young dudes, or you can, you can clap a little better because you got a little more experience. But ain't none of these young dudes, man. You just training wheels for these young dudes, man. And thank God for older women, though. Absolutely, man. And older women are the training wheels for good sex, man. Absolutely. Older women are definitely the training wheels for good sex. You know what I'm saying? Older woman will definitely get you right and ready for your real wife, right? Older women are definitely the training wheels, man. I mean, they will teach you a lot of stuff, right? But the problem is, if you're not able to compete with the younger chicks as far as wifey material, you know what I mean? How can you compete when you got all these miles on you, man? It's hard to compete because dudes, who wants a woman who wants to secure their finances and be and with a woman that's been run through, man? Like Grand Central Station, who wants a woman that everybody and anybody can say, yeah, I was there too, right? Nobody's gonna want to marry nobody like that. I mean, people gonna want to hit it. That's why I think a lot of these women, but they don't confuse it. They know that. See, I used to think women confused sexual interest with uh, matrimonial interest. I used to think they confused it too. They don't confuse it. They know the difference, but they will try to confuse you and say, "I got interest from a lot of people, right?" Yeah, sexual interest you got, not matrimonial interest. No, you don't. I got all this interest from men, right? Remember we were looking at Kayla the other day, right? Kayla, and she's saying, I got all these marriage proposals, right? From 8, 9s, and 10s. Oh, you do? Yeah, well, how come you're not married? Oh, I'm turning them down. Oh, you turning down 8s, 9s, and 10s, right? Ah, okay, okay. But you out here talking about how men are no good, or there ain't no men out here. But you turning all these 8, 9s, and 10s down. Well, which is it? And why are you turning down these 8, 9s, and 10s? Are they putting up such bad proposals that you got to turn them all down? Right? I got all this high interest. Oh, you got high interest. You got high sexual interest. Not to be confused with matrimonial interests. Those are two different interests. They can be intertwined, but definitely they are separate interests. They can crisscross each other, but they are separate. They're separate. And definitely sexual interest is definitely separate than matrimonial interest. And, so, but a lot of times they try to confuse you and say, oh, yeah, I got all this interest from guys. Guys are all in my DMs. Really? Why do you think they in your DMs? Because they want to marry you? Yeah, they say they want to marry me. Of course they say they want to marry you because they want to get in between your pants. If somebody want to marry you, if somebody want to marry you, you'll know it. If somebody really wants to marry you, you'll know it. And if they're giving you a good proposal, why would you turn it down?